I'm Andrew Bucher, bringing you another episode of Campus Update. Not only because they pay me, but also because I know all of you love me just so much. Remember to thank your teacher for letting you watch this episode. We didn't have to make it because we, Mr. Simmons, are currently working on putting on a show called Totally Retrofest. But we know how much better your week is when we make an episode. Now let's get down to business. Speaking of rad, did you know that you can register to vote at the age of 16 and start voting when you turn 18? Unless you're a convicted felon, registering is important because it gives you the chance to directly influence the way our nation is governed. It is as simple as going to register-to-vote.ca.gov, filling out the forms, and you're good to go. As an American citizen, it is always good to help out small, locally run establishments that make our community unique. Here's one that's right in Huntington Beach's Central Park.
In Huntington Beach, we have an abundance of laid-back, quality, dog-friendly restaurants, and the Park Bench Cafe just so happens to be one of them. They even have a menu just for your precious canine. This local restaurant serves a variety of foods from the farm breakfast to the sourdough bacon cheeseburger. It's located in Central Park and has been around for 3 decades. They open at 7:30 on every day except for Mondays when they're closed. On weekends, they close at 3, and on weekdays, they close at 2, so if you have a 5th or 6th period, Saturdays and Sundays are your best bet. When you go, tell them Campus Update sent you. They will have no idea what you're talking about, but maybe it will help us get more viewers. A meal at the Park Bench can best be complemented with a nice walk after you eat. Be sure to bring your friends if they haven't been before. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, that dog really enjoyed that food. Dogs are man's best friend, and you need to be nicer to your human friends. They are your friends after all. You know, the people who are always there for you, no matter what, who always hear what you have to say and only want what's best for you. Looking at you, Mom. Always remember, Oilers, friends are like plants. They can only thrive if you pour water on them and cover them in fertilizer. But seriously, you need to be nicer to your friends. We asked some Oilers how you can do just that.
Hey Oilers, I know what you're thinking. Why aren't you doing a survival guide? Well, that's because I thought since it's the end of the year and because everything's so stressful right now, I'd make a positive segment about friends.
So what I think it means to be a friend is just being there to support someone through everything, no matter what. If they made a decision that you don't even think was the best thing, you just gotta support them and love them through it.
To be a friend means to be there for somebody that really needs it. So, for example, if you ever see somebody that's really sad or depressed or has been through something that maybe you wouldn't have been through otherwise, you would help them out.
Friendship is important because it gives you that connection with someone that you can relate to, someone that's there for you, someone that cares for you. And sometimes if you need help, it's hard to go to your family, and friends are good for that.
I think friends have made a really big impact on my life. They definitely helped change my perspective on a lot of things, and I really think I wouldn't be the person I am today without them.
My friends have made an impact by just changing who I am for the better, by putting me down the right path and making sure I don't get into mischief.
Just so many friends you can have, and the types of friends you can have means you're getting a lot of experience, and sometimes they can teach you things that you never thought about or things that you never knew.
We wouldn't be who we are today without our friends, and it's just really important to have them around to encourage you and help you be you.
Sometimes all you need in order to make a friendship stronger is some clear communication, something everyone should always be working on improving. Now here's Shane telling you why you need to get a hobby. And no, Fortnite does not count, no matter what you tell yourself, Jake.
There are many things in the world that you likely haven't tried yet, and this week we wanted to show you an assortment of hobbies that may grab your attention.
Yo, people being loud.
I know it may sound strenuous, but backpacking can be a great way to lower your stress levels and stay in shape. I'd strongly recommend going on a backpacking trip with some of your closest friends. Even if you don't think you'll like it, I bet you'll be surprised. Just make sure you know what you're doing before you start. If you didn't like backpacking, maybe you should pick up photography. In fact, you can even try both together. You likely have a camera in your hand right now. Even if you aren't the artsy type, photography can be a great way to show people how you see the world. If converting photons into data isn't for you, maybe learning another skill is. There are millions of things you can learn online. All you need is the initiative. Just keep working and you can learn anything. If you want to learn some new things that can help widen your scope of interest and make you more employable, some great websites to try include Skillshare, lynda.com, and General Assembly. It may seem like you missed your shot, but learning an instrument can be a fun challenge. Even if you don't make the next big hit, music is a fun thing that everyone can enjoy. back to you in the studio.
Another interesting hobby you should consider is cooking. To help get you started, Ian is going to show us what the best omelets are. Check it out.
All right, now I'm gonna get a bowl out and I'm gonna crack the eggs into it. And sometimes eggshells get in here and it makes me sad, but it's okay, so life goes on. All right, so you start this omelet like every other omelet and you're gonna just whisk your eggs. So you're gonna put your pan on high or medium, whatever you please. And then you're gonna put some butter in your pan. Kind of get it to a good temperature and make sure this is all good to go. And it looks like it is. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pour that in there and then you're good to go. All right, so the toppings we're putting on this omelet are a little bit of cheese and a little bit of ham. All right, so before we melt the eggs, we're just gonna put some cheese in. Now that's eggs. It depends on how you like your eggs, but I like mine a little looking like creme brulee. And it looks like it was basically made by Gordon Ramsay if you lived in a trailer park. Cool. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you my family recipe. It's my Super Mega Ultra Hyper Mode Lily Supreme Omelet. And basically what you do is you take one egg and you cook it, and then you take 2 eggs and you cook them and you make an omelet and you put the 1 egg and the 2 eggs. Then once you have that little baby double omelet, it's like a turducken. You're gonna make a turducken chicken basically of an omelet. So it's gonna be the 1 egg and the 2 eggs, and you're gonna do it in 3 eggs. So it's a 3 egg omelet with the 2 eggs and the 1 egg omelet. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the whole thing in a 4 egg omelet, and then what you're gonna do is you can put a bunch of cheese on top, and then you just feed that to your dog. All right, so you can add a nice cheese core to your super omelet. Sometimes what I like to do is just put a lot of cheese in there because it is supreme, so you gotta just remember that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this off to the side for now, and looks great, good job. All right, now we're gonna beat 2 eggs, ready, go. Now I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 1 egg omelet right here, as you see. Look, get footage of the friggin' omelet, it's right here. There it is. This is what the omelet of pros looks like. So you see here, we're gonna fold the omelet over. Talking about that creme brulee again. All right, so now that we have this two egg omelet done, we're gonna set this here and then we're gonna do a 3 egg omelet. All right, so the butter's already browning, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put those 3 eggs in. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 2 egg omelet, I believe, or was that a 3 egg omelet? That was the 2 egg omelet. Okay, so we're gonna take the 2 egg omelet, we're gonna put it in the 3 egg omelet. Okay, so we have no time and the camera's about to die, so we're gonna do this. Oh! So now what you wanna do is you wanna make sure you're using a small plate always, because then it looks really big. And we all know it's not. Make sure you only use a little bit of hot sauce. It's time to dig in. Why would I want to eat this whole egg? I don't care about the content. That egg is ginormous. Only 10 eggs? Have you ever eaten 10 eggs in your life? In one time? In one sitting? Are we done?
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So down those Pop-Tarts as you walk out the door. You know, for your health. And remember, Oilers, if you study during a test, it isn't technically cheating.